check. Hello. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. 4 minutes. I actually did want to set the start time to 20 past, but it doesn't let you. You have to do it in increments of 15. But yeah, I was just giving my room a big tidy. I didn't actually... My desk is still a bit dusty for my liking. And also, like, yesterday, my stream crashed a bunch of times. So I wanted to make sure that I changed the settings. So I also kind of, in the chat to YouTube guys when I was late, I said, oh, guys, I have some OBS issues. Kind of not quite exactly. Basically, I had to just tweak my settings, which is still in OBS. Because my stream kept crashing yesterday. All right, anyway, let me know if the quality's okay. We're going to play some move decks today. We experimented yesterday with some. And there were some successful, some not. But I'm really looking for something like really salty and spicy with move. Like how much movement we include remains to be seen. Definitely liking the Miles, Nightcrawler, Jeff package. That's for sure. But I also want to try like some more like all-in move stuff. Like Craven. Hey, yes, what's up? Hey, PogChamp. Just got Cloak Miles. Nice. I don't think I have a Cloak variant. Actually, I might have got one. No. I think I have a Cloak variant on my alt account that I was using for a while. I think tomorrow I'm going to do a speed run. I was thinking about doing it today, but I actually wanted to play normal games. I don't know what the hot location is. If you can find a nice hot location for the speed run, I think you can really pop off. Well, we'll start with a game with just the deck we were using yesterday towards the end. Yeah, Dagger can be. Hey James, what's up? Honestly, a lot of the cards in move can actually be very, very good. This is a bad location for us. Maybe it's not that bad. We're going to snap. We've got the Forge into the Multiple Man. So this is the exact same list that I've always believed is the best move list, with one difference. Nice. Done the unthinkable and cut Chavez. I know. I can't believe it either, guys. I guess they have Jeff. I was a massive believer in Chavez in this deck, which I still am, but Magneto with Craven, oh my god. Magneto, man, what a card. Craven is so good as well, man. There's all these movement cards coming out in June as well, which I will be making a video on kind of soon. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please give the stream a like. It helps out quite a bit, I think. No pressure. We could also play Leech in this deck. Leaning towards not playing it at the moment, though. Oh, interesting. I'm liking the look of Vulture and then Doctor Strange. I love Multiple Man. I'm a bit of a believer. A lot of people don't play Multiple Man, but lots of people cut Forge as well. But like basically the reason I like Multiple Man is because Forge, Hulkbuster both synergize with Human Torch and Multiple Man. Bit of a dilemma here. I don't hate the look of Dagger Hulkbuster. There's actually also an argument to go Dagger Forge. Because then I get an extra card for... Like, Forge is 3 points, Hulkbuster's 4. If I go Dagger Forge, then I'm moving an extra card into the Craven lane. And also my Heimdall's 10 points. But yeah, I really like multiple man actually. Also, like one of a big reason I love multiple man is the biggest synergy that people underestimate in this deck is like a lot of people will slam Iron Fist on turn 1, whereas the play that I think is just the ultimate play is Iron Fisting your Hulkbuster after it hits multiple man. It's so saucy. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, our stats like to the right, is 10 points to the right enough? I mean, it distributes the points pretty well. We have initiative, so off to the left, we're going to have 6 on Craven, plus 6 on Dagger, that's 12. We're going to have 13 points. Maybe more. If they play anything, we have more. 13 points. It's not so bad. Middle, we're going to have a similar amount. Most likely they're just going to play Ultron, which Heimdall wouldn't be. I think we just have to decide if we want a Heimdall left or mid. We could also do some wacky, like, fake, where we actually, they just won't put any stats left and we just, like, Magneto here or something like that, right? Or Magneto here, even. But I think I'm just going to slam the Heimdall. The question is where? I think I prefer it here. That's a lot of cards. We might get Shang-Chi'd mid, which would be a big problem. Look at the dagger go! 10 stats on dagger, hello. Where is the hit monkey? It looks like it's gone left or right. Ladies and gentlemen. It's a squirrel girl! Oh, we might not... Oh, we do get him still. Phew. Love that. Heimdall left or mid was winning here. Either or. Bro, I love movement, man. What a deck. Just messaging my editor. Alright. See exactly what we have to work with. It's not too bad. Craven to the left looks good, and then we can go Iron Fist. The Vulture, most likely. Oh my god, it's Bifrost. Hello. That's the easiest snap of my life. See ya. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get my documents up with all my timestamps for YouTube recordings. Alright, we're good, we're good. Welcome in everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. Is the legend the self-proclaimed best deck builder in Marvel Snap? Holy shit, it's an honor. Yeah, that intro was kind of cringe, wasn't it? Oops. I got rightly roasted for that intro. Would you say I'm the master of movement? Yes. I think Malt's also up there. Especially love your stuff. What's your thoughts on Discard? I think Discard got hit pretty hard by the Lockjaw nerf. I did post a lot Discard deck, which did quite well at the Switzerland tournament, but I think it deserves some buffs, I'll be honest. Cloak into Altar of Death is pretty interesting. How can you replace Magneto? Chavez, easy. I was always playing Chavez in this deck. I'm trying out Magneto for a little bit more of a spicy option. How does Iron Fist work with multiple mana in Altar of Death? I mean, let's find out. This isn't really correct, it's just I'm intrigued. Yeah, I also think it's going to kill the card. Oh! 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 Oh, baby, hello. You find a Magneto to be a better fit? I don't know. Remains to be seen. I got a bit excited there, didn't I? It's awkward. It's very awkward. Okay. Doesn't look too good for us. So this is going to move Magneto in, which means we'll win. But we just don't have enough. Limbo is super bad for our deck, no doubt. See, I never ran Lockjaw on my Discard. I've gotten to 95. Yeah, I mean, Discard's not that bad. I was always just a big fan of Lockjaw and Discard. Have I made any Stegron? I don't own Stegron. I'm trying to spend like not much money on this game anymore, so I'm being very conservative. I would love to get Stegron. There's been a lot of cards recently I'd love to get, but I've had to not get, unfortunately. But that means I've still got them to look forward to in the future. Is this better than Bounce Move or Surfer Move? I'm not really a believer in any of those decks, yes. We're going to be trying out all sorts of stuff though, so... Bounce Move with like Beast, I played a lot in this deck, but I ended up cutting it for Dagger. I wasn't playing Dagger. I think if you've got Heimdall, you just want all the move cards. I think it's so difficult not to justify playing Hulkbuster Forge in these decks also. I think they're just incredible cards in this deck. So what we could do is like... Absorbing Man is interesting. Actually do quite like the sound of it. Yeah, it sounds fun. I'm gonna write it down as a deck idea. I don't think it's necessarily good. Does sound fun though, for a second strange. Yeah, James also asked about the multiple man. You definitely could not go for it because multiple man is like a very fair card, basically, right? It's like a fair card. Whereas there's a lot of unfair cards in the game. Rip. Discard Electro. That's a new one. Don't know about you guys, but that's a new one for me. Losing the Heimdall is just a heartbreaker. We're ready to concede. The vault opens up again later, which is kind of interesting. We need something like a cloak, really, to pop off. They could move the Giganto. Losing the Heimdall and the magic. Not good. Not a good combo so far. We've not been popping off too much, but it's a cube game, right? The thing with movement is like the win rate isn't going to be that high, but the potential to win big 8 cubes is very high. Is Valkyrie 3 still good? I don't really know what that is. If being like Cerebro 3, it's okay. It's definitely not terrible. Guys, if you watch on YouTube, please give the stream a like. It helps out a lot. Thanks. Cheers. Appreciate ya. Alright, here comes Jubilee. Nick Fury. Here we go, it's the Magneto off the top! Told you. Let's go, we won. Cerebro Valk. Yeah, I can see it. Cerebro 3 is a deck I want to try out, actually. Today we're chasing the boosters, ladies and gents, for the movement cards, and we want to get some movement splits in this bitch. See if there's any we can upgrade already. I'm pretty sure there's not, like, not that we can get cool splits on anyway. We're 4 away, 4 Heimdall boosters away, and 8 multiple man boosters. Oh, guys, we have enough on Spider-Man. This Spider-Man can be noir, it could be gold. We already have a gold one, so I'm chasing the noir one. Or just a gold one with some fancy background, because the gold doesn't look that good on this card, to be honest. Ooh, hello. Here we go. The Spider-Man! Oh, hello. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. My 2 Spider-Mans. This one obviously has the bonus of having the sexy flair, but this one's clean too. It's grey. It's all grey. Oh, nice. Buzzing with that, guys. That white swirl looks cool with the ink card. Yeah, it does look cool. I mean, it doesn't quite look as cool as this, but it's there. It's still up there, right? We're actually going to check out Double Spider-Man later as well. Like, Miles is something to consider playing with movement anyway, right? And Spider-Man over Professor X in movement makes a lot of sense because you can still move your card into that location. Yeah, Spidey is hard to put in a lot of cubes if you're right. I also do... Oh, probably should have played the dagger. I also am of the opinion, though, that people almost, like, underrate Spider-Man. I think it's very bloody good. Let's dagger and probably play nothing else just yet. We don't want to forge and be forced into it. We also could have most certainly considered playing dagger mid, because then if we play multiple man, we want multiple man to the right here. Oh, nice. Okay. I honestly don't think we want to play anything again. They probably can't get anything in here apart from... Or some reason we wouldn't be able to play Heimdall. We can fill these lanes, so... We play nothing. Our energy curve is just weird in this deck. Like, it's very low to the floor. Alright, we're gonna source up the Human Torch. So, Forge. Oh, snap! Up against Mr. Negative is risky. But, come on. This is such a nice play. We're about to just reveal the nuts. And then, like, a top deck of Magneto would be beautiful here. Flame on, mate! By the way, I really want a Human Torch. Like, I want some, like, sexy looking movement cards. That's, like, my new aim. I want, like, cool splits on all my movement cards, and I want cool variants for them, too. That'll be really nice. I mean, Craven is a lot of stats here. Let's make no mistake. But, in terms of energy efficiency, it is pretty garbage. I think it's fine. We need to decide if we want the 2 points of dagger here. Like, do they play White Tiger? Probably, but not definitely. That's not a White Tiger. Hello, what the hell is that thing? Okay, hear me out. What if we play nothing? If we Heimdall, we move Cloak and Craven. But then the dagger moves. So we definitely never play Heimdall. We could play the Doctor Strange. For the biggest Human Torch! What do they have? Is it Zola, maybe? Iron Man. Mystique. Uh-oh. Did we just lose the video game? The 68-point Human Torch. If we played nothing, we were also winning, right? But we wanted to just go for the saucy Human Torch. Like, look at this dude, mate. Look at this dude. And people think movement is bad? Come on, guys. Yep. Definitely YouTube short, agreed. I would have got Killmongered, yeah. Can make some chicken nuggets, awesome. Chicken nuggets are food of the gods, mate. Alright guys, keep an eye on these boosters for the movement cards, please. If we can split any of, like, the multiple man and the Heimdall. As you can see, I split Heimdall a bunch. So I think we can get Noir or Gold on it. Multiple man, I haven't split enough. I think we can get Ink, and that's it. Iron Fist, I've also split a bunch, so we're chasing the movement boosters today. Can't say I'm missing Chavez too much in this one. I think actually Magneto is just so flipping good. With Craven, it's just extra points. And also the surprise value that it offers is very significant. So what I tend to do is if I have multiple man is I tend to save the right lane for multiple man. And also put the Forge and the Hulkbuster onto multiple man because Human Torch gets Killmongered kind of often. So we do hit the Hulkbuster, but we're unlikely to want to play the Hulkbuster next turn, so I think it's fine to just Craven first. Because we're going to want to go... If I want to wait for the Iron Fist before Easy Snap, it's a bluff. They might be Shuri. They should... It looks like they're Shuri, doesn't it? So... Oh, we actually got the retreat. And they also gave us the win. Thanks. Like, they gave us the cube. Oh! 4 boosters away, ladies and gents, on multiple man. Can I check my shop quickly? I'm pretty sure I don't have any cool movement cards, but I'll actually buy a nice movement variant if we see one. Oh, there's this Shang-Chi which is tempting me. But I don't actually like this art that much, to be honest. I also don't play Shang-Chi that much compared to the average. I'm much more of a fan of the hipster cards, right? But as you can see with my deck, I'm missing so many variants for movement. Like, I have Forge, Doctor Strange, Pixel, Magneto, Craven. That's it. If I had to pick one deck for a tournament, probably Deathwave or some kind of like Thanos deck. Thanos Death, maybe. I think both of these are very good options. Multiple mana to Shuri's Lab is interesting if we hit the Giza later, the Doctor Strange. Yeah, you can also play Chavez in this deck. I played Chavez in this deck for many months. That's really bad for us. We're ready to concede this one. Yeah, I think Thanos is still very good. I can check out Thanos at some point. I'll also write Thanos down as a deck to try. I've hardly played Thanos recently. Go next. Do I have a video on Death Thanos? No, not really. I've never really played it that much. I think my favorite Thanos deck for a tournament would be with Wave and Death, but like for normal ladder, that wouldn't necessarily be the case. I don't know. I've really hardly played Thanos recently. I'm a pretty big believer in just like... I like Spider-Man. I feel like you have to play Lockjaw to win Thanos. I'm not a believer in not playing that. Oh, hello, Kunlun. I'm not sure on Thanos. We can maybe do a Thanos day tomorrow if I don't do a speedrun. Finding the best Thanos deck. I think we have to snap with Kunlun. Shuri's Lab. Kunlun means this location is a win. The concern probably for us is going to be winning a different location. But maybe we could just slam a bunch of cards in Shuri's Lab quickly and then cloak them over. And then we could still play, for example, Magneto in her, right? Guys, also I'm working on a project. Marvel Snap events coming soon. They're going to be like invitational tournaments. Hoping to get it up and running within the next few weeks. Very excited. A lot of work's going into it. A lot more work still has to be done. At the moment, like, I'm trying to work out all the logistics of how to do things in terms of like live broadcasts versus pre-recorded, because there's no observer mode in Snap. It makes it very awkward. But yeah, you can expect to hear more soon. Kind of soon, anyway, in the next few weeks. I'm gonna do them. My plan is to do them on quite a big scale, like over multiple weeks, some kind of league system, perhaps. But maybe do some kind of like practice run where it's like smaller, just like a single elimination with some streamers. But I have big plans. We'll see how it goes, though. I think it's kind of fine to cloak now. Well, especially with Hawkeye in the game, Cerebro 3. Hawkeye is a starter card, right? So it's in your starter deck. So it is a bit weak, fortunately. Tether was actually quite scary, innit? I like the look of this play quite a lot. Hulkbuster value on lab. Damn, that's a good point. I forgot about that. Rip, we missed out on the opportunity to the Bold Lord. Do you think? I think Hulkbuster is honestly pretty okay where it's at. I think the card is not so bad. I could see it getting a little buff. Making it cheaper is interesting, but no, I think it's better as a 3/4. Movement is definitely the best deck for Hulkbuster. Again, a lot of people just really underestimate the synergy it has with Iron Fist. Look at us go, ladies and gents. Modder coming through is really good for us also because we know what we need to play around. It looks like we're just winning, right? They had no APOC. We're not scared of Shang-Chi either. Magneto's giving them +2 for any card we move, but my Craven also buffs. And also Drac doesn't actually get any buffs here. Mate, let's go, man. Beautiful. See what I mean about move? Like, it's actually... It's got some points. It's got some legs. Oh. So you want to find me in battle mode? Dude, feel free to put the code in chat and see if anyone joins up. I can almost guarantee that someone will. New York's good news. Concrete jungle. That's a sexy looking card, dude. Respect. It's also a pretty sexy looking card. See, like, the thing is, though... Oh my goodness, look at the flipping sparkles. Thing is, if you have a pay-to-win variant, I feel like it becomes less impressive. Is it just me? Uh-oh. That's a problem, yeah. This should snap, because my multiple mana is stuck here. Doom, please. It's not looking particularly good for us, is it? I'm going to assume we're losing by a significant margin. Yeah. We could have conceded much sooner. Jalen, did you get any luck with your battle code, guys? The battle code is 17714 if anyone's interested. If it's not already been taken up. We're doing well, losing 1 cube so far on our losses and winning big cube games. It's going to be the key to climbing with movement, really. You unlocked Thanos? Awesome. How's it been performing for you so far? We could go Dagger, but we could also go Multiple Man Forge. Like, we go Forge and then Multiple Man. We just waste 1 energy with that approach. We're probably wasting an energy anyway, so... let's go for it, I guess. Forge has so many stats in this deck. It's really easy to underestimate. So if we were to go Multiple Man here, I could Doctor Strange the Multiple Man twice into Kamartage. I'm not sure if that's particularly good, though. I don't think it is. Kamartage is super interesting, though, with Heimdall. Let me go mute my phone in a sec. Oh, baby. I'm not going to snap because of Galactus, but... Oh, hello! Guys, do you know what card doesn't exist? Shang-Chi. It's not real. It's okay, we're moving our Doctor Strange... we're moving our Vulture away with Doctor Strange. Flip! They can play Death, so even if they've missed Shang, we still lose. Escaped. 1 cube though. We would have conceded for 1 cube earlier on also. This just looked like a tough matchup in general. Get snapped on 1. How's the hand looking? Pretty nice. Oh, they're called Always Snap. Alright. I respect it. We'll hold on to the Human Torch because of Forge. If we miss Multiple Man, we want to buff the Human Torch. If we had Multiple Man in hand here, we would have just played the Human Torch. We also don't want to make a decision just yet, so we probably want to play the Dagger. Having said that, we could go Forge now, and then next time we can go Human Torch Dagger. Don't want to play the Iron Fist in case I hit Hulkbuster. I think Dagger's fine to go for now. We'd definitely like to avoid getting a rock, but we might have a little choice. Yep. Oh wow, okay. It's a real bummer. And they always snap to RIP. Where are we going to cloak? We want to cloak... We could actually cloak this turn. Nah, I definitely want to... Tricky one. If I hit Magneto, I'm going to want to play it still. So, we could cloak this turn. But then I can't play Vulture. Which we definitely want. I want to cloak... Well, cloak is always going to go in this lane. Okay, that's fine. We're really relying on Magneto off the top here. It's pretty interesting. We can go for the Magneto now and then the Heimdall later. Might mess up their Cosmo. We can move Cosmo in there. We also don't have to Heimdall. That is actually so good against us. Holy moly. I think we have to run in it. The Black Bolt of Death, mate. GG. Yeah, Black Bolt popped off, no doubt about it. This deck is doing the rounds at the moment, that one there. Seems pretty legit. I think I found my current favorite Galactus deck. The key is to remove everything that currently telegraphs Galactus. I can see it. I can definitely see it, Paint by Gaming. I don't have too much to say on it because I don't own Galactus. Always snaps. Alright, let's try again. Ruining my win rate, my cube rate with this deck. Probably actually shouldn't be memeing like this. Because I want to show the stats of the deck. When people are like, maybe this could have been. I'll be like, yeah, and what? It's fine, we'll just win 8 cubes. Oh, hello. That's what we like to see. Rewarded for snapping. Well, we could Killmonger Orunga. Get rid of the Quinjet. It looks like some kind of double She-Hulk deck, right? They're going to play Moon Girl with Stature, so the Killmonger is actually very valuable. Seems like a pretty nice play. They might even play another 1-drop this turn. Hey, Fazza how are you? Come on, another 1-cost card. Oh, flip. The bloody Groot. Alright, we got the Agent 13. Lovely. Good Killmonger value. 7 stats. Better than the Groot even. Oh, hello. This is a tricky one. When do we play the Kraven? What we could do is we could go Kraven Cloak. Move the Kraven in, move everything else in. Seems a bit off. As much as I would like to Iron Fist one of these guys, I want them in Strange Academy. Also, Black Bolt. This is our Black Bolt protection. I actually think we're supposed to cloak the right here. Oh, I found the Iron Fist value. Oh, mate, this is the line. Oh, no, I didn't. This actually didn't make much sense. Oh, my God! What is going on right now? This cloak is actually popping off on main stage. Holy moly, look at this cloak value, dude. That's a shame because I'm now in Shang-Chi range here. But I could move it. Magneto off the top. Where's my Chavez? Guys, this is why I like Chavez. So the jury's still out on if Magneto's worth it over Chavez. How do we play this one? Let's go! Let's go. Did we get any movement boosters yet? Nope. Respect for playing movement. Thanks, Douglas Clark. I love movement, man. I do think it's underrated. But yeah, we're going to also experiment with like... I've always just... Every time I played move, I've always believed that this kind of deck is the way to go. But I do want to also experiment with other versions. Like maybe less movement-orientated versions of the deck, right? Like no multiple man, no human torch, maybe. I don't think Absorbing Man sounds that good, honestly. It's the energy curve with Absorbing Man sounds quite clunky. Yeah, it's only Doctor Strange that can. I think Doctor Strange could get another buff as well, by the way. I really do. It's one of the weaker cards. Okay, looks like we're up against the Galactus. Oh, maybe not. Probably should have cloaked, but if this hits the vulture, then the vulture moves. Yeah, because we lost our Heimdall, didn't we? This is actually... No, this one's good still. I forgot I had the Iron Fist going through. Ooh, tricky one. It doesn't look too good for us, does it? Nice, we win. Seems like Chavez is better than Magneto. I always thought it would be. I always thought it would be, but then if it's Chavez, then it's the same deck it's always been. But maybe that's fine. Maybe that just means I perfected the move deck a long time ago. So far, I would agree that Chavez does seem better than Magneto, yeah. Magneto, like, obviously if you play it is better, but Chavez, like, a lot of the time you might just not have... If you don't want to play Heimdall and you miss Magneto, then you can be pretty screwed. Yeah, Cable's not very popular, though. It's very uncommon. But there is another upside of her. It is true. We're ready to concede this game. We can't block the Galactus with our Magneto play either. Well, that's not Galactus, so... They might have missed it. They also might just be seeking a bigger... thingamajiggamabobber. I'm gonna assume we get Galactus on her. Could be ramp, you're right. Has your surfer list changed since the patch? No. But I'll be honest, I have thought about putting Sarah in there. Like, I want to try it. Oh, you're right, it's actually... Wow, okay. It is actually Sandman. I didn't expect that. It looks like their play would be Doctor Doom. Do I fear Doctor Doom? Not really. They're going to have 8 stats mid. Magneto puts me at... Yeah, this is plenty. I was too scared of Galactus to snap before this. Thank God Sandman was nerfed. Sandman will make a comeback. It's still very good. I really don't think 2 points to Sandman is a big deal. Boomer snap? There's nothing wrong with a boomer snap every now and then. They have Doom onto Kamartage. They're probably feeling confident. They're like, oh, they're never going to see this coming. They could also do like some Odin shenanigans on Arrow, but we still beat that. Yeah, Hotbuster actually on Kamartage is an interesting shout on that Iron Fist. So yeah, the boomer snaps do sometimes pay off. Unless we lose somehow. Yeah, we win. Nice. Victory. Were they beating Chavez? No. Heimdall! Guys, we could get a Noir or a gold split, I think. We can certainly get a gold one, or a Noir one rather. Also, I'm looking for stature in the collective reserves. I'm pretty keen. Alright, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, pray for me. Can I get some praises in the chat? Some praise. Praise. Come on, chat. I want to see your praise. And don't wide among us, whatever you do. Oops. Who did that? I don't talk in chat enough on my own stream. You do it more often. Thank you for all the praises. I see you. The ladies and gentlemen of the chat. Because of your energy, we have now guaranteed an epic Heimdall! Oh, it's back-to-back Noir splits on the stream. I've got myself my Noir Heimdall, ladies and gentlemen. Hello! I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. It's not the nicest color. Sheesh. Can't say. I bet not too many people have the Heimdall. Love it. Buzzing. Oh, I'm buzzing, man. Yeah, I don't have a variant for Heimdall. That's the next thing then. Taking it to purple border. That's actually not a bad shout, yeah. Usually I leave my Noir splits with common backgrounds. But I can actually see taking it to a purple border. Not a bad shout, John. Strange Academy to the left is very, very good. Iron Fist and Multiple Man also have potential getting nice splits today. Upgrading inks is a sin. Yeah, I tend to agree. I can see the logic of like leaving them, of like putting them to a certain thing, but yeah. I feel like Infinity Border ink is a bit naff. I much prefer leaving my inks as are with common. Uh-oh. That's not ideal. What would you suggest if no Magneto and Torch? Well, Magneto is an easy replacement for Chavez. Torch, you could put Leech in, but you're going to be very reliant. Like your Forge and Hulkbuster only work in particular with Multiple Man then, so that's something to bear in mind. But yeah, I would say Leech and Chavez. Like, I think I'm just going to put Chavez back in for Magneto. So far, it hasn't quite seemed worth it. It's a nice card, but it's not that impressive, really. Like, Chavez gives you the consistency and is just fine to play. Magneto gives you no consistency. And like, if you've got a Heimdall and Magneto in your hand, you're going to like be wasting a lot of energy. So I think I'm actually just going to put Chavez back in. We've tried Magneto. Not massively believing in it. Maybe in like an open deck list because it's a threat, it could be more of a thing. But I think the fact that you can't play Magneto before... If you could play Magneto on 5, which I know sounds weird, then I'd be much more interested in it. I'm also not sure how I feel about the Cloak here, because Cloak is going to also give them the opportunity to move stuff. I think we just don't play it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 spots to move cards to. I guess this guy likes tigers. Go on the dagger! Unfortunately, we didn't get enough source to the right to be ahead already, which is a problem. Magneto looks like it's going to secure the bag here, though, but it's also... maybe it won't, actually. It might not secure the bag. How? We can't... There's no way we can get more stats off to the right, is there? Heimdall. Heimdall looks like it's losing because we moved the Vulture. We would win the left. Magneto is our only chance, but I don't like the look of it. It's going to move Wong in, give them more value. Wolfsbane is so many points. Well, no, the way Heimdall moves stuff is it moves stuff left to right. So Heimdall will move Forge and Vulture, and then Iron Fist and Raptor. So we'd actually lose both lanes. So the only play is Magneto, but I think we're losing. We'll go for it still. Nice. Victory. All right, Magneto, you've done your... I've tried you, but I'm going back to the card. I'm really glad that I've tried Magneto, and now I can confidently say, well, I tried him, but I still preferred my Chavez. I can't believe I upgraded this. What was I thinking? Look at this ugly thing. I should probably do some Chavez split. Should we actually do a Chavez split quickly? To get, like, a better looking card of some sort. And maybe this one we could upgrade. Like, I have gold background with, like, not a nice art. Let's do a Chavez split, I think. Like, I have this split's nice, like the background, but... And I have the Noir one. I don't have Killmonger. Let's upgrade this one. Why not? I've been hoarding lots of things for a while, but let's just upgrade this one. Seeing as she sat there looking ugly with a green border, and seeing as I have so many boosters. Yeah, the blue border is super nice. I agree. Oh, I've never seen that one before. I actually quite like it. Quite like it, guys. It's a pretty nice pixel. That's a W pixel right there. Have you guys seen this one? Copium? Yeah, that's kind of copium. I mean, Rescue's not exactly a popular card, is she? It's a pretty good card, though. The fact it's in Shang-Chi range makes it worse, though, right? If Shang-Chi was, like, hitting stuff at 10 power, it would be really good. Would see a lot of play. Here we go. Come on! Oh! Oh! The first split! Like, the first time I've done this in so long. I haven't upgraded any Chavez's in so long. And I've got a new favorite looking card, guys. My new favorite Chavez. We just got 3 sexy splits back to back. This pairs up so nice with my Spider-Man. I have the Chavez and the Spider-Man duo. The Chavez. The Spidey. The duo. Oh my god. Well, Chavez is in the deck. I'm buzzing. You guys know Chavez is my favorite card. And that's the nicest looking Chavez we have. That's why I decided to upgrade her. Like, come on. I actually also think like the base art is the nicest version of Chavez that there is. I actually don't like the variants too much. I'm definitely interested in the Venomized one. When that comes out. Right, and let's keep our eyes peeled on boosters for Multiple Man and Iron Fist. Because then we can get splits of them. Yeah, I don't actually have that one. I only have Baby Chavez. Yeah, most base arts are sick. I like this board state. I like my hand. Yeah, Chavez variants are decent, agreed. Movement decks aren't relevant. I'm just like seeing if they are, right? No one respects movement decks though in the community. Someone's got to try and give it, you know, prove that they're actually decent. They won a tournament last month, believe it or not. Same list, except they cut Forge for Leech and they played Magneto for Chavez. I actually like both those cards in this deck, but I'm not a believer in that setup. Hey, Pidden, what's up? Good to see you. How are ya? Mr. Nicholas, how are you? Well, you don't pronounce the S, right? Nicola. I'm getting there, mate. I'm getting there. Hope you're good. Yeah, I was also going to make a Dara joke, actually, because this is Dara's first name. It's a sticky one still. It's a bit of a sticky one. Probably should have played the dagger, mate. Not there, some French is right. Let's go. Feels like Mars is super good. Yeah, Mars is actually very solid. I posted a video on Mars just now. They're like the other movement decks that I'm interested in checking out more. Miles, Jeff, Angela package is very saucy. Alright. We have to be scared of ye olde Zola. My new Chavez is not going to beat Zola. They're going to have 16 stats to the right, which is 27. But they lose 4, so they're at 23. How about Ye Olde Heimdall? Ye Olde Heimdall puts us at 13, 23, which also loses. So we just lose to Zola. Or just go next.
Escaped.
Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks, Nicola. I'm very good, mate. 23 is winning left against Zola. I don't think so. That's 16 points. Maybe my maths was wrong. It's possible. I'm pretty sure it wasn't though. I got variant vision from the reward track earlier. It's been a long time since I got one. Nice. Wait, we haven't drawn Craven in so many games. Hey, Kawa Plays, how are you? Looking like a tough one, this. Cards with abilities can't be played here. There's actually super nice top decks. Wow, and they don't play into Gamma Labs, surprising. New York! Can't say I'm feeling too confident against this. Shang-Chi is a menace. Here we go, the Doctor Strange dodging the Shang-Chi. Only on one of them because of the Hulkbuster, kind of a shame. They're surely going to Shang-Chi now because otherwise New York is a threat. Oh. This cloak is kind of interesting because they don't know where I'm going to put the Hulks if I do get shanged. Yeah, Kawa. Here we go. I think we're losing, but we're going for it. Where does the Shang-Chi come? Please say it's... Oh my god. Did they really go Shang to the left? Doom. That's a problem. Not sure I'm a fan of the sandbar too much. I mean, I guess it's fair enough. It's kind of like a Sanctumorium, right? Oh, snap! Craven into Asteroid M. Don't mind if I bloody do. And go Forge Human Torch next turn. Do I know if it's allowed? I do. I do know if it's allowed. It's not. What kind of deck would you suggest from 93 to Infinite? Kind of stuck there for a while. Thank you for all the great content. Lurker, I just wanted to say thank you for the F you put in. Oh, my pleasure, Mod. Thanks for lurking and supporting me. I appreciate you a lot. Looks kind of promising. I like that too. Must admit. Spider-Man or something could be a problem for us here. Craven is yacked. Like, look at the value on these cards, man. Pretty insane. Interesting, we could have also gone Doctor Strange this turn. If we just want to give up the left. But we're beating Odin with this setup. GG. Could have seen that one coming. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. GG, GG. That's our first like big cube loss really that wasn't like a meme game. I did pretty well. Multiple man! It's time, guys. Can we get 4 sexy splits in a row? Multiple man, my OG favorite card. The card which in the thumbnail got me my first 100k view video and my only one to date. Let's see. So weird. I've never had that happen before. This happened twice today. It's like a whole different kind of crash. It's like, oh, I'm getting a message saying OBS is reconnected, but my snap also crashed there. It's weird. Really weird. Where's the multiple man gone, eh? Multiple man! Yeah. I mean, there's some nice effects on it, to be fair. We couldn't get 4 in a row. That would have been ridiculous. Oh, guys, look how many boosters I have for Goose. We're going for it. We can get split on Goose. I took out Heimdall for error. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't take out Heimdall, though. Like, I know what you mean, but, like, oh my god, it's so good. Hey, Saint, what's up? Yeah, my stream's having issues since I've gone back to OBS over Streamlabs. The restream stuff. Bit sketchy. It's a little bit sketchy. Pray for me, guys. This one... Nah, this Goose is my favorite. I spent like 1,200 gold on this one. This is like my baby. I've been looking for a nice split on this. A lot of you know Goose is one of my favorite cards. I actually was getting memed on by Moyen and like, a lot of the other competitive guys in Switzerland for my love of Goose. But, I mean, come on, it's so good. Do you remember streaming earlier and it crashed 3 times? Damn. I wonder if it's something to do with OBS. Here we go! This is the big one, what we actually care about. The Goose Split! Oh my god! We're on fire today, ladies and gentlemen! The 4th sexy split out of 5. Oh my god. The Goose. Get absolutely goosed on, mate. The black particles aren't that sexy, I agree. I think we probably put this one to infinity to keep trying to get an even sexier one, right? We're not going to leave this at common because I love this variant so much. I want, like, different versions of this variant. So we're going to upgrade this as much as we can right now. Alright, sorry. I was just writing this down for my editor. Buzzing, guys. I've been hoarding a lot of upgrades for a long time. How am I so lucky? Dude, I'm high rolling, but bear in mind, you also get very unlucky at times, right? A lot of these cards, like the Goose, I've split so many times, and that's my first gold or noir split on it. I think I've split Goose like 7 or 8 times. Probably could have gone here because of Hulkbuster. Just gonna retreat this one. Yeah, the black's definitely not terrible. It's not my favorite in the world, but... Have we got that multiple man in the deck? I actually quite like that multiple man. It's actually a nice multiple man effect. My first ever gold was Nightcrawler. Or maybe Storm. I think it was Nightcrawler. And yeah, Iron Fist is the other one we have today, which we're still holding out for. Which we can get a really nice split on. Quite liking the look of our hand. It's a bit of a pain. I don't want to, like, play into the rocks right now, but... I guess we're doing this, which I don't feel fantastic about. But we can Doctor Strange this later. Doesn't look like a Killmonger deck with Jeff. It might be, but it's kind of unlikely, right? You can play Doctor Strange into the rocks next turn. Cloak off the top would be nice, because the Human Torch is trapped otherwise. There you gone. Also, guys, I want to apologize that my streams have been so sporadic recently. I need to settle in and find like a definitive time to stream. I'm trying to do that. I think at the moment I've been saying 4:20, but I think I need to push it back slightly. I think I'm also going to drop the amount of streams that I'm doing. I've been spending a lot of time on YouTube content recently, and I want to continue to do that. But also like social life, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm still like doing everything that I want to do. And also, moreover, I'm working on like this big project for Snap stuff. Okay, the cloak is so good. The question is, where do we play it? Where do we Doctor Strange? Where do we cloak? They don't know that we don't have Heimdall, right? We just slam the Chavez. This is another example of why I like Chavez over Magneto. We might not have drawn the cloak otherwise, which we wanted, and we would just have a Magneto in hand, and we would have like just had a really subpar turn. The Chavez is so good in this deck. Movement is actually the deck which really made me love Chavez. It's okay, I hadn't noticed Kappa. Oops. So yeah, I'm not going to make a definite statement on when the streams are going to start. I said 4:20 is just memorable, like UK time. But to be honest, it feels a little too early because like after like 3 hours of streaming, I'm kind of getting tired and hungry. Whereas like if I push it back a bit later, I can eat before I stream and then I don't know. I'll work it out. I'm probably going to say around like 5:30, 5:20. Push it back an hour and start doing the later streams, yeah. Maybe like on the weekends I could still do 4:20, but I should probably just have a definitive start time. So what we'll say 5:30 UK time. Or 5:20. What's more memorable? 4:20 was so memorable, but it just feels like it's a little too early all round. Alright, what do we do? I mean, let's move the Craven. And the Symbiote. And maybe the Human Torch. Oh, the Craven's popping off. They also moved this 10-point Symbiote, though. Oh, the Craven! Let's go, man. What a card. 12 for 2, ladies and gents, and 8 for 1. And people say movement's bad. Hello. What a deck, man. We're actually just, like, climbing very smoothly. Should we take a look at the stats? We're still looking for that sexy multiple man, so keep upgrading him. You could start at 7:30 because that would technically be 690. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I like it. What's the what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Oh yeah, the stats. Thanks, guys. Is this? I would say this is the best move deck. I've been settled on this list for a very long time, and I've been experimenting because I want to do a thumbnail that's like a YouTube video that's like, oh my god, this new deck, but like, this deck is just the best. I've been playing this exact list for a very, very long time. The one difference is before Dagger got buffed, I was playing Beast. Alright, here we are. 50% win rate. 22 net cubes. Pretty solid. Because you've also got to remember there's so many locations which really mess you up on movement. Like, this is kind of like what you should expect, right? Like, 50% win rate around that mark sounds pretty realistic. But you're going to be winning a lot of 8 cube games, right? And actually, if you look at a lot of the other decks that I've played recently, like this one is really standing out in terms of net cubes. It's like 22 is pretty insane, actually, off the 30 games. It's a very good rate. This deck popped off. This is my YouTube video today if you guys are interested in this deck. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate the work I've put into my new thumbnails? I'll get into a new game. I've been working on my thumbnails, guys. I was really happy with the one that I posted today. Look at that. We're getting there. Still got a lot to improve on. I like this style as well. I'm just going to turn this into my new style. It's unique. It stands out. I like it. I've been really struggling to find a formula. Can you try my move deck? I mean, you can post it. But then I'll tell you why I'm not going to play it. I mean, if it's good, I'll play it, but I doubt it's good. Is that rude? I'm just being honest. I didn't have more subs. What do you mean, light? On YouTube, you mean? I missed the stats. What was the average cube? I don't know. We played like about a cube. We've played 30 games and we've gained 22 cubes, so pretty good. Like 0.4 or something. I don't know. more than 0.5, right? Pray we don't hit the Iron Fist. We definitely don't want a cloak here. Even though it seems good. It's letting them move stuff out of the raft. Oh, maybe it's fine. I don't think we do. Okay. Nice. It's very good it didn't hit the Iron Fist. They might play Shang. Zola. That would be a pretty good play. But yeah, we want a Heimdall later because Dagger's going to play for more. Thanos Wave. Oh, that's actually such a sick play. They didn't snap on us though. There's that. They should have snapped. This wave was so good. Who can I praise for Human Torch? You could put like Leech in here. Leech is pretty good. In this deck, I think. I don't love Leech though. You could also play like a Shang-Chi or an Enchantress Burst, and I don't like that too much. Not what Steg, hey Raven. Unfortunately not, dude. I'm holding on, mate. I'm holding on. There's so many cards I want coming up. Like, I want to buy all the Spider-Man cards, basically. I think that's my current plan. But I also want to get high Evo. Great to see you, Raven. Also, sorry I never actually did that thing you asked me to do yesterday. Oops. I'm a terrible person. Please accept my apology. Oh, snap! This one's for Raven. I did actually see your tier list. Let me put it up on stream afterwards. Have you got a link for Speed or anyone in chat? Just because I'm a lazy son of a gun. Raven did a little tier list on the upcoming cards. Awesome, thank you, dude. So, my understanding of how Doctor Strange works is it's going to pull multiple man twice here, which seems pretty flipping good. It's going to pull multiple man and then it'll pull it again. I was looking at Miles variants today because I did a video on with Miles in my deck and it was the thumbnail. Mate, there's some absolute juicers. There really is some bangers. It looks like it's some kind of death deck. Unfortunately, I've kind of cucked my Iron Fist by filling up mid. You cheeky little grubber muffin. I reckon we're alright, you know. Well, we wouldn't even lose to Shang, so we can just play the Chavez. I don't see how we lose still. Not a big fan of Raven. Find him a bit whiny, to be honest. That's a little bit rude when he's in the chat. Oh. Not a fan of Raven, he killed my dog. Uh-oh, what have we started here? I find random chats funny as shit too. Oh no. Oh guys, it was going so well. We were having such good vibes over here. I really like Raven. Raven's one of my favorite streamers for Snap. Alright, here we go. The tier list. 100% true tier list. Press X to doubt, guys. I actually almost replied to this thread. Okay, now, I'm going to throw out there, I don't know what the Spider-Man cards do that much. Okay. First, Nebula, which we already talked about yesterday, right? This card is fucking cracked. Best one drop in the game, I think. I actually think it's gonna, like, I'm so shocked it's a 1-1. I think it had to be a 1-0. I think it's so flipping good. Like, Hazy, what's up? If you draw Nebula on turn 1, it is so broken. And I know, you're not going to draw on turn 1 that often, but oh my god. Oh my flipping days. Like, I would say your Nebula is going to, if you draw on 1, it's going to average for 6 stats as a 1-drop. Oh my god. It's like 5 to 7 is why I'm saying 6. And it also makes your opponents awkward. Your opponent plays awkward, and you can play armor. But yeah, Killmonger will definitely be very popular when Nebula drops. Which is also fine, though. That's interesting, right? I think Nebula, though, is like... Nebula is so good in like decks where you build around it, like Clog decks or Storm decks. But I think it's just good enough to just play. It's also going to be good in Shuri decks. Because they want to play armor already. So if you have a deck which already wants to play armor, maybe like Thanos as well, you can play Nebula. I think it's really insane. I would put Nebula in insane. Okay, Living Tribunal. Probably agree with this take. Howard, I would say, is okay. Because of the synergies of Iron Lad. In terms of an investment, I would actually say that Howard is probably strong. Just because I think Iron Lad is so broken. But like, as in terms, like, it's not really a great investment because of how it is. I think you're just playing Howard to play Iron Lad. Iron Lad's strong. Yeah, I can kind of see it. I would put Howard in okay. Now, Iron Lad, I'm going to put in insane. Raven's a streamer. He streams like early morning European times. So if you're in the States, that's probably why. It's not, we're not agreeing yet. Like Iron Lad, 4 energy, 6 stats is already good-ish, kind of, right? It's like decent. And like, you could play Iron Lad in Agatha, for example. Like Iron Lad is going to be good in Agatha, unironically. I love not agreeing is fun. Agreed. Wait, no I don't! Okay, High Evolutionary, I agree. I don't actually know how good High Evolutionary is, but yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. I would probably, like, my gut feeling is High Evolutionary I would put in strong, but I actually don't know. Right, let's look at what these other cards do. My plan is probably to buy all the Spider-Man cards. Because a lot of them are movement, right? Spider-Ham is a 1-1. On reveal, transform the highest cost card in your opponent's hand into a pig. Keeping its power... Oh my god. Holy shit! Bro. Bro! This card's broken! Oh my god. Its highest cost? Okay, so the really interesting thing about this, the most comparable card to this is where it keeps its power and cost. Okay. So the pig is showing us 4-0, but it's got, if you hit like Heimdall, right? That's really cool. This is an awesome card. This is gonna be very meta dependent, right? But I would agree that this is insane. I would agree this is insane. I like it. You could also like... I was gonna say you could Odin it, maybe not. This card's so sick. Holy shit. It's similar. Yeah, bounce. Really good point. Definitely bounce. Like Iceman is the most comparable card to it, right? Yeah, it's good against Sarah. I really like this card. I agree. This is insane. Holy shit. All right, Ghost Spider. I know this is some kind of movement card. I'm gonna be working on a video on all of these like Spider-Man cards soon. I want to post next week. Ghost Spider 2/3 on reveal. The last card you play moves. The last card you played moves here. So it's a 2/3. Obviously, I'm playing a lot of movement right now. The last card you played moves here. So you're not playing it on turn 2, right? You're playing it on turn 5. Which, by the way, turn 5 is exactly when you want to, like, this is, if you look at the curve of my movement deck that I'm currently playing, right? There's a reason I don't play a 5-drop or a 4-drop, because on turn 5, I want to play in a 3 and a 2. So I think like Ghost Spider would slot in for Dagger very well here, for example. So on turn 4, you might go like Iron Fist, Hulkbuster on your multiple man. And you play Ghost Spider to move your multiple man again, and it's already like 10 stats for 2. Yeah, this card's fucking cracked. It's really good with a Human Torch. Also, it's a way of moving cards to the right, which is very rare. I agree, this card is insane. This is like a better Doctor Strange, right? Significantly better. By the way, Doctor Strange could get buffed. I agree, this card's insane. Spider-Man, whatever, 2029. This is something like it moves a card which moved here or something. Kills a card that moved here. Something like that. Spider-Man 2029. The first time this moves to a location, destroy an enemy card here. We're not 100% sure if it can kill 3 things. Right, I would, yeah, to a location. That's a really good point. I would wager it can only kill something once, right? But maybe not. Okay, so the problem with Spider-Man is its energy cost. 4 energy for movement is kind of awkward, but also it's quite unique. Why would it say location? Also a good point. So with Spider-Man, you want to Iron Fist on 3. So you want to play like a 2 and a 3, right? But this is where's Ghost Spider? Ghost Spider is the season pass. The last card you played moves here. Right, so you want to Iron Fist this on 3. And then you want to play it on 4. And then on 5, you Ghost Spider and Cloak. And then Heimdall. Or something. Okay, this card's really good. I'll go Strong also. Silk. Any card that plays here moves to another location. After... Wait, 2/5? Holy shit. What? 2/5? Where's Silk? Okay. Huh? 2/5? Oh my god, I haven't even read its ability. It's got to have a bad ability. After any card is played here, this moves to another location. Damn, that's super interesting. It's Titania that stays on your side and has Craven synergy, right? I'm going to put it in Strong. 2/5? This is also really good in... Nah, honestly, this might be insane. I'm going to put it in Strong. This is like similar to Lizard in a Sarah control deck as well. Right? Oh, mate. I'm buying all of these cards, guys. For sure. So I'm just going to save for these. How many do I need for all of these? 18. And High Evolutionary, 24k. Oh, God. Okay, so I agree with Living Tribunal as poo-poo, I think. I don't think it's very good. What do I disagree with? I would put Nebula in Insane. I would put Iron Lad and Silk. I'm gonna put Iron Lad as Strong. Silk is okay. To be honest, it's good though. I'll leave Howard the Duck here, but I'm gonna put Howard. I think most of these cards are really good, right? Like it's almost like because there's so many good cards coming out, like the tier list needs more layers almost because of the quality of these cards. Living Tribunal, I can keep in the bottom. Howard the Duck, I'm gonna pump up. And I think it's going to be the only one in there. I think I'm going to put a bunch in Strong. I'm going to put Silk in Strong with Spider-Man. Maybe Spider-Ham in Strong as well. But maybe this is insane. I'm going to put in I don't know. I'm going to put Spider-Ham, Silk. I don't know. This is a cool decision, though. There's only one thing that's bad. Yeah. You think Spider-Ham must be... Yeah, I could actually see it, right? Awesome. Thanks for the content, Raven. Oh, man, I'm excited. Also, Raven, if you just joined, we are high rolling today. I've split a bunch of cards. Look at these bad boys. We got the sexy Chavez, which matches my Spider-Man. I'm going to try and... This is my new favorite split. Like the... I mean, I've had this Spider-Man for ages, but I've been sat on 2,000 Chavez boosters for so long. And I was like, right, I don't actually... None of my Chavezes I really love. Like, I had a lot of nice ones. But I had this one for ages that was like green border. It was so ugly. So yeah, we got that. What else did we get, chat? We got first time split. We got the Heimdall finally. I've been wanting some nice movement splits. This was the first split of the day. We've done 5 splits today, by the way. We got a multiple man, which was like whatever, but it's kind of nice. I think it's... The multiple man's been the worst one. And it's actually pretty nice. Where art thou, multiple man? We got this one. It's not the best, but like for a rainbow split, it's actually nice. Alright, and then the big punches. So that's 3. We got... What else do we get, chat? Sort by recent. Pog. Does it though? Doesn't look like it does. Maybe it does. I guess it... Okay, it does. We got this goose. Oh, mate. So that's... You've seen 4, right? We got multiple... You can actually see the order this way. Look, we got... Oh, yeah, actually, the first split of the day. The Spider-Man symbiote! Oh, my God. I already had gold. I already have this guy in gold. I have a lot of Spider-Mans. But this is still my favorite, I think. But the gold symbiote doesn't look that nice. I think it's this one. You can't even tell. Oh, here. You can tell about, just about. I mean, this one's really nice, to be fair. But I prefer the noir split on this one. Yeah, Raven has the Greco gold from back in the day. This is actually my favorite one I have. We got the Heimdall, the Chavez, the Goose. We've high rolled. Alright, let's get back to some games. Thanks for waiting patiently, ladies and gents, in the chat while I flex on Raven. But yeah, I'm going to buy all the Spider-Man cards for sure. Does it say Todd McFarlane? I'll check, because it's his comic, right? The Symbiote Spider-Man. I would wager that it does, yes. Can you show your tier list? I haven't done one. I'll write it down. Raven, we should do some collab vids sometime. I want to start doing more collab vids. This kind of thing sounds like a nice idea. For videos. New cards. Collab. Rating them. Sounds like a lot of fun. Like you say, it's fun to disagree. Right. Let's get the Craven down middle, I guess. Everyone's pairing up to do podcasts. Yeah, I'm not really... I've thought about doing a podcast a long time, but... I don't know. I think that time has passed for me to hop on a podcast. Poggers cast. UK boys repping. Yeah. I mean, I'm also like, so the plan is with this project I'm working on to do like quite a few Marvel Snap events. That's going to be like a really good opportunity to collaborate with a bunch of people. Whether it's like people just playing or like people casting. Casting with people. It's going to be a fun project. So yeah, I'm hoping to do the first one in 3 weeks, but I don't know, jury's still out. Juggernaut seems a little controversial. Thanks, mate. It's very kind of you. We're just going to Chavez. This is just an example of why I like Chavez over Magneto as well, man. I'm really glad we cut the Magneto. I'm glad I tried it, though, so I can say with confidence that Chavez is better than Magneto in this deck. You costed in the frame break event was excellent, mate. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was pretty happy with it overall. I've got some stuff I'd like to improve on. That was my first proper time casting Snap. Obviously, before I did casting for Gwen. I really appreciate it, mate. Do you think the nerfs of Sandman are done? No, I expect Sandman to go back to a 4 energy card at some point. I think that's where he belongs. 4 energy, 1 stat, I think was the perfect balance for Sandman. I think it was actually very strong, just very underrated. I'm definitely in the minority there, though, right? I was always a big fan of this card. Mate, look at Kraven go. It's absolutely obscene. Alright, so if we Chavez, and then I Heimdall, the cloak would move, so we don't want to do that. So we could actually make a pretty good argument we don't play anything here because of Shang, but I guess my Chavez is always getting Shanged. Controversial take. We win the tiebreak. GG. Yeah, I think Sandman should go back. I was a massive fan of Sandman at 4-1. I had it in my New York City. Oh, the 2,000 boosters. Some guy flexed on me though with a Chavez with like 4,000. Oh my god. I thought I had the world record. Oh, mate. Please donate cubes. Get snapped on! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the game. We get the biggest Human Torch. We just need to see Shuri's Lab. We need to see Iron Fist, Cloak. We've got the Hulkbuster and the Human Torch both buffed up, and we have the Forge in hand. Unfortunately, we might be against a Killmonger. Slightly alarming. We're going to go Human Torch Kraven. We want to get Kraven down into Asteroid M. ASAP Rocky. Doctor Strange is nice. Rip Asteroid M. No, it wouldn't. It would... Human Torch would count as a 1 cost if we Hulkbuster it. Man, Dream Dimension also cucked us because we would be able to go like Doctor Strange cloak here. We could Doctor Strange mid and then cloak the right. But unfortunately, we're only going to be able to do one of those things. We also missed the Iron Fist. Still going to be a big lad that's definitely not going to get Killmongered. All our stats are also going to be in one location. That's the big problem. Ah, it's actually not getting Killmongered. That's pretty good. I think there's a pretty good argument to hold the Doctor Strange, but let's just slam it, I guess. It's just going to be very difficult to win another location, isn't it? Whereas if we had the Doctor Strange, we could do some shenanigans with the move. It looks like we lost. It certainly does look like we lost. Does this win, actually? Oh my god. The Atlantis popping off! Let's go. It looks like a win. Blue Marvel might beat us. Heimdall all on his own. We need nothing else. Love it! The 48-point Human Torch gets us the bag. Heimdall was also winning, right? Victory. Would have Cloak then Strange work? Move to Cloak then Strange grabs it? Or does it not update in time? Would Cloak then Strange work? Yeah, it works. But Dream Dimension was... And Cloak is like... the following turn, right? So I'd have had to Cloaked on 5 and then Strange on 6. And just played a weak Vulture. I can see their play though. They were playing to beat Heimdall. They just didn't do the maths on it getting buffed up, right? Are you guys impressed by how good Move is looking? Nah, it's not, to be honest, not yet. I mean, how long have you been here? It's been popping off the whole day. We can, I can check the stats. Again. We were like up 25 cubes or so in 30 games before. Let's have a look. I mean, this gives us a very big... Okay, we'll just do that. I was gonna say, this gives us a very big Human Torch, potentially. Hulkbuster and Bar is just really good, though. The current stats of the deck, we're up 31 cubes in 34 games. No bots, by the way, I don't think. I don't think we played against a single bot. Pretty impressive. It's actually incredibly impressive. It's very easy to underestimate how impressive that is. Yeah, I mean, our win rate is 52%. Ward space is an issue for us. I am quite liking the idea of Forge buffing Human Torch, but then all our stats are in Dark Dimension. We do have quite a lot of stats in Bar Sinister already, though. think we just do this and nothing else. We could do this. Maybe it's worth it. I think it's worth it, right? Because it becomes 8 power. Big shout out to Imsomnation in the chat. We'll just play Craven and nothing else. Because everything moves into Dark Dimension. Well, easy Heimdall. There's no way we're losing this one. They've overcommitted to the right almost. Not playing anything was definitely the correct play as well. This allows us to move more cards. The Craven is absolutely juiced. The Dagger's juiced, and so is the Vulture. Wow. Here we go. What a game this has been. Shang-Chi does not exist and it cannot hurt me. They can't Shang-Chi me right. They can only Shang-Chi me left if Dark Dimension already has a Shang-Chi in there. Do we think it does? I don't think so. It would be very, very bold of them to have already played Shang-Chi. I'm not sure. I don't remember when they played it. The Heimdall. They lock it in. It's Dark Hawk. It's Agent Coulson. It's Cosmo! Are you serious? It's flipping Cosmo, mate! GG. That's a heartbreaker, isn't it? That's definitely one for the video, though. Iron Fist time. The final big split we've been looking for today. Mate. It's like Christmas with the amount of movement splits we've had today. I've been, like, looking at these in my collection for so long, knowing that they're close to being ready to split, but we just haven't been using them. Alright, the 6th split of the day. So far we've had 5 absolute juicers. Can we make it another? I'm pretty sure Iron Fist can go gold or... Where is he? You guys see him? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 5th split for Iron Fist. Here we go! We can't high roll them all, can we? That's fair enough. Trying to work out which one's my favorite. This one, I think, is the one I like, right? It's the multicolored one. Yeah. Alright, important to note we're not playing Iron Fist on turn 1. We very rarely do. I also tend to like leaving the right lane open for multiple man. We can go multiple man, Iron Fist if we hit it, and then Hulkbuster it. We can also go like Human Torch to the right. Ooh, awkward. I think this makes the most sense. The more cards we play from our hand, like the more we're kind of thinning the deck almost as well, right? Hey JT, good to see you, mate. We're ready to concede this game, I would say. Craven is popping off quite a bit, though. We've got a bit of a classic movement issue, though, that all our stats are in one bloody location. But Doctor Strange can help us out a bit in that sense. I've decided to play the Forge left because that's where the Green Goblin is. We could have actually moved the Green Goblin into the right and just left one of the other cards mid, like left the Human Torch mid, maybe. Craven's going to the moon. It looks like we're in a pretty okay spot, though. We're just going to slam Doctor Strange to move Craven. The question is, do we move it left or mid? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ninja moves, Cloak moves, Craven moves. So we're at 6, 10, 12. Wait, what? 6, 10, 22. At 22. They're at 21. Oh, we might be okay here. Think we're losing? No, we should win this by 1 point mid. I'm pretty sure the Craven busts by the Cloak. I win by 3. Awesome. Nice! Beautiful. Victory. How's the stream been? It's been really nice, thank you, mate. Still have not like locked in the definitive start time, but I'm enjoying the around this time that we started. Like 5:30 or so. It feels like a nice balance between not too early, not too late. Gives me lots of time to get stuff done, and also gives me like time to eat enough food so I'm not just like eating in the evening, because I need to fucking lose weight, mate. So if I can just like have my last meal before I stream, eat less, goes a long way. I do very well with like not eating early. My big issue is like once I start eating, I'm eating too much. So if I can start like getting into the habit of not eating past the time I stream, I think I'm going to be in a really good spot. Been really enjoying today's stream. Thank you, Brackers. I'm really enjoying movement. It's fun. We'll probably do a speed run tomorrow, I think. I think it's time for a speed run. I've been wanting to do it for the last couple months, but I haven't because I had issues with accounts. But basically, like, I deleted like 3 accounts I'd done speed runs on previously because they have like a delay. Like, if you try and delete an account on Snap, it's got like a 30-day pity timer where you can basically change your mind. I'm enjoying seeing you daily, mate. Pog. Nice one. I probably will cut down on the amount of streams I do in a bit. But at the moment, we're going to keep doing the daily streams somewhat. I did have a couple days off though, didn't I? I'm going to try and do daily for a bit. We'll see. I'm all a bit up in the air, but yeah. For the moment, why not? I'm definitely going to be streaming tomorrow. All right. I don't know what to do here. Well, definitely not Hulkbuster. Because of Killmonger. Oh, what a high roll. You dirty little high roller, mate. I don't feel great. I don't feel too bad either. This Doctor Strange is pretty wonderful. Dagger maybe should have gone left. But if I slam Heimdall, she's going to move. Carnage is pretty flipping good. Okay. Not feeling too bad. Not feeling good. Bit of a sticky one. What do we do? I feel like it's Heimdall to the right. Heimdall mid could lose. This should win the tiebreaker though. Oh snap! I might get deathed on, right? But whatever. You've got to back yourself. Null and death. Only 12 cards got destroyed, guys. This is a great snap. Tiebreaker, here we come. They go for the Shang-Chi down the middle. Bucky Barnes, are you flipping serious, dude? Well, we would have won the tiebreaker if it wasn't for Bucky. We have more points than them. You can see why I went for it. Dagger's like the worst card in the deck. I'm going to put that one in the video. I think it's nice to include losses. Rip. It was a bold snap, guys, wasn't it? Probably shouldn't have because of Rickety Bridge, Bucky. Something to bear in mind in future. It was bold, though. We went big. We did not go home. And like I said, if it wasn't for Bucky, we were winning the tiebreaker. We should have played the Human Torch here. I think it was a misplay not to. Maybe not. So daggers are very easily replaceable. There's a few cards you could consider. Leech is not bad. Magneto I wouldn't recommend too much because I think you already have enough top end. But Leech is okay. You can play Beast as well. Beast has actually got quite a lot of value. Quite a bit of utility. I feel like we don't even want to play the Human Torch at all, right? No, I don't like Miles in this deck, personally. I mean, you could try it, but I never liked it. I still don't. Like, the mana curve with Miles is just too awkward. It's very rare that you play it. It's often just a dud. I don't like it. So what could be good in Dagger's place? Beast, Leech would be my top 2 picks off the top of my head. I used to play Beast instead of Dagger. You can do some cool stuff with Human Torch Forge. I just found it to be a little lackluster. It's interesting they Sam Demon. That would suggest that they're not going to play... By the way, look at this multiple man. Is this the biggest multiple man in history? Oh my god. Shang-Chi does not exist and it cannot hurt me, guys. Alright? You heard it here first. Flip! It's a heartbreaker, isn't it? Is this the same opponent? They snap on us on 1. I'm not going to run. I have a nice hand. Okay, prepare the rock. Prepare for lots of rocks. No rock, please. Ah! Darkhawk's going to be rather large. Alright, we never draw a rock here, guys. It's impossible. Good thing I have Shavers, eh? Well, I already have the Heimdall, to be fair. Oh my god, and we didn't even draw the rock. That's actually insane. Unironically. Unequivocally. Undeniably. Kind of sad that I didn't play the Vulture or the Human Torch. Is the Cosmo and Bar? Right. Definitely wasn't like a stream snipe, if that's what you mean by sniped. You might not, but whenever I hear the word snipe, I just associate it with stream snipe, right? That was like my only line to win was Heimdall mid. Or Doctor Strange in that game. I didn't want to play the Hulkbuster too early here because of Shang-Chi. Nice, I think this was the best case. We wanted multiple man to go mid and we wanted the Dark Hawk left. So I can still get Shang-Chi'd here. Alright, we got disrupted, we're back. Surely we have enough mid. She-Hulk, oh god. Korg, yeah, we do. Easy. Bit of a disruption there, but... These guys for that. Seems like my internet's having some problems. Might need a reset. I used to have this issue frequently with my old internet provider where my internet would just drop for split seconds and then come back. It's not been happening since I got a new internet provider, but it looks like it's happening again. Go big or go home. We have the Iron Fist Hulkbuster combo. We'd love to draw Craven this turn or Dagger. Just for a nice energy curve. Cloak isn't particularly good here. I'm not sure we would play it. We might just play it for stats. Looks like we're up against Hela, which is actually kind of hella scary. Nice, we got the Dagger, which we were looking for. This is why I really like Dagger. It's just very... nice card to play on curve if you're going to Heimdall later, which you often are. Hulkbuster Iron Fist combo is just the thing of dreams. No, Hulkbuster does not move to Asteroid unless you copy it onto a 3 or 4 cost card. Hulkbuster just counts as playing a card, the card that it emerges as. For example, if you like Hulkbuster, the Multiple Man, and Sinister London, you get a copy of the Multiple Man, right? Looking good. I think it's better to play the Doctor Strange than the Vulture. Hela is scary, no doubt about it. I forgot about that. It's a shame we didn't get the Craven in Asteroid M. There would have been a lot of extra points. Don't think there's too much to think about. We want everything to move. Probably. Playing the Heimdall left seems a bit of a misstep. Human Torch! Doesn't look like they're playing movement. How's win rate? It's around 50%, but we're up a lot of cubes because we've won more 8 cube games than we've lost basically. The win rate is like, last time I checked it was 52%, but maybe gone down slightly. Obviously with movement there's a lot of locations which just suck for you, right? So you're going to have a lot of 1 cube losses in that sense. Mr. Negative into Subterranea is really bad. But sod it. A snap. They might have like Iron Man on 5 with 3 stats. It's going to be the scary thing. Then I'm going to Cloak on 5, which means they can maybe move it around. Got to back ourselves. Not a lot of stats to the left. Obviously Silver Surfer is in their deck if they're playing Brood. I actually like the Cloak here because then they can't move anything. 1, 2, 3. No point of playing the rock, right? Just gives them intel that I have rocks in hand. Negative Surf is still a thing. I tried it yesterday. It felt pretty meh. I actually really struggled with with Mr. Negative yesterday. I had pretty high hopes. It's okay. I feel like it's not the best way to go though. This is a tricky one, right? Because okay, they just run. It's not that tricky then. Snapping on Subterranea just makes so much sense against Negative. They're just relying on the stuff that they have in hand, and okay, the Bass makes it better, but hey, Emil, what's up? Emiliano. Good to see you. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please give the stream a like, thanks. I'm trying the YouTube streams again. I don't know if we'll stick with them. We'll have to wait and see. I think there's a bit of a meta for YouTube streams with like the thumbnail and such. I also am very interested to see what kind of impact it has on the videos that I'm already posting. There's some like concern that it might have like a negative impact on that. But yeah, Negative Surfer doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Oh, it's all cards must be played here. Right. That's fine. Kind of scary. Nice draws though. 2 drop off the top would be beautiful. Craven or Forge. Or Dagger, of course. Yeah, the Chavez is so good in this deck, man. It's insane. So much better than Magneto. How do you feel about Galactus? I don't have a massively strong opinion on it. I think it's kind of fine. I do agree, like, with the people that don't like it, though. That was the worst card to find. I don't, like, massively hate it, but I think it should be worse than it is. I think my personal issue with Galactus is the death and null interactions. I actually think a lot of the problems with Galactus would be solved if it wasn't for that. Like, because at the moment with Galactus, you can't really go into turn 6 of Galactus with it being a competition. You just kind of know you've lost, right? Even if you haven't, because of death and null. Whereas, like, if those two cards interacted differently, I feel like you would have a much more fighting chance quite often. As our only player. I can see us losing for sure, but we're going to try it. If they snap, I'm going to retreat, I think. Shang-Chi left is kind of an obvious play. I would wager we're almost definitely losing. Just kind of want to play this one out for the fun. Can it be even worse when Iron Lad comes out? Is Iron Lad actually good with Galactus? I'm not really sure it is. I mean, I know they put it in the trailer, but I think it's more of like, oh, that's a really cool kind of clip then. Nice. Victory. No, I think Galactus working earlier is cool because of like Spider-Man synergy and stuff. They weren't enough null. Well, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, if null doesn't interact with Galactus, then null would have to have some differences. But I think you could make null a 5 energy card, perhaps, for example. In that case, which would be really interesting, because then you can actually play it in destroy decks. At the moment, null is just a Galactus card and nothing else, basically, right? So yeah, like, I'm not suggesting that if null and death were to change their interaction with Galactus, that null should stay the same. It's a very good point to make. They only have Series 3 cards. That's not true. Oof. Kind of nice, though. Oof. Let's just go next, bruv. Escaped. Maybe I shouldn't because it could have been Galactus. I just molded. Oops. That was just silly. They should just snap though and bluff that they're not Galactus and that, like, a good player should always snap there and I should always lose, so. Really liking Dagger in this deck. I wasn't believing in her too much, but she's just good. Yeah, but again, I think like the thing with Galactus is the obvious, like the only thing to change is the interaction with death, which I don't think is a particularly healthy interaction. Because what it turns into is just like, oh, damn, they might have death, so I have to concede. Oh, damn, they might have a 100-point null, so I have to concede. Whereas things become a lot more interesting with Galactus if you can actually play out turn 6 against Galactus and reasonably beat it, right? That's like the biggest issue with Galactus. It's like, you can counter it, but then if you can't counter it, you just lose. Because it's so strong when it goes through, right? Which is mainly because of death and null. So if you got rid of that particular thing, I think it would be pretty good. We're giving them a 9-point multiple man, which is quite scary. What is the name of on the left side, which show your cards? It's called Untapped. I have an affiliate link for it, if you want to download it. There you go. There's the link. It's only available on PC. No, Galactus should. They won't change the way Galactus fundamentally works with its animations and stuff because it's just very like it's just not going to change. Same with Thanos, right? When people were like, "Oh, just change the way the stones work," it's like no, it's just about a balanced issue. Which again, I think they just need to add a banish word into the game. I'm also not really a big fan of Yondu synergizing with like death. It just seems weird. And like these locations where like rocks enter the border and like rocks or like Lamentis, like all these things I think need a banish word rather than. It's so cringe losing 8 cubes to a flipping death player on Lamentis, right, for example. Why would they not Dino left? That is weird. Oh. Hey, Bemoro. Here we go. For 2 cubes. We might get Mystiqued to the left, I guess. It's quite possible. They have a 9-point multiple man. I'm going to assume it costs 2, but I wonder if it costs like 5 somehow because of Hulk Buster and multiple man added together. Do you guys know how much their multiple man will cost? Well, that's every game. If you can't counter, you lose. You can even preemptively... No, well, you're missing my point, right? Like, yeah, okay, you can counter, but it's not every game, right? Like, Galactus is super binary in that sense, which is like most people's issue with it. Like, you either have the answer or you don't. Whereas if then death and null change, you have the answer or don't, but then you can still beat it if you don't have the answer, right? That's kind of the problem with Galactus. It's like have the answer or lose. Whereas if you change the way death and null interact with Galactus, then you have the answer and win, or don't have the answer and you can still actually win if you have like the other right cards and you play it smartly. Galactus will not change. Like, think about it. It's Galactus. It's like, it's not going to change. Like, they spent a bunch of money on the animation. Like, it's Galactus. It ain't changing. The changes to Galactus only destroys the location he's played on. That might happen. Like, I just think the obvious thing is death and null interaction. Because I actually just don't think it makes that much sense that... Because, like, Colossus says can't be destroyed. But then it is. So if it says can't be destroyed, then it could be banished, and that makes sense. Like it should be a separate keyword. I'm pretty convinced of this. Like Yondu destroying is weird. Maybe it says that in the text for Yondu. It never used to. What is Yondu's text now, guys? Does it say the word destroy now? Thanos Wolverine. It says destroy now? Okay. Wolverine suggests Death Wave, right? With like Carnage, so we probably don't want to be buffing our Human Torch up. See, apart from it doesn't cover Wolverine. Wait, really? That is weird. I guess because it doesn't enter the quote-unquote graveyard, although I'm not actually sure they have one of those. Hobgoblin would suggest it might be Galactus. Galactus is fine. It's a bit of an RNG deck because you can just not draw Galactus and get bricked. I don't think Galactus is fine, actually. I don't really care about Galactus that much, but I do think it's not a particularly healthy card. In its current state. Oh baby, I can play both of my cards. Five plus 8 is 13, which puts me at I don't know, some points. I think we don't play Human Torch because then my dagger doesn't move, right? And I get more points left. I honestly get triggered when they Galactus and Spider-Man me. Yeah, but also like that becomes more predictable if Death and Null aren't an option, right? That would be like their only way of doing things, and you can kind of play around it more effectively. That's the problem at the moment. Like, there's just too many things to play around. All eyes on the left. Rip. GG. You can debris? Yeah, of course, but this is the thing, right? You're missing the point, Murdoch. Like, you either have the counter or you don't. That's the issue with the deck at the moment. Which is exactly why I'm saying if there was some... Like, if you don't have debris, you can still win reasonably. At the moment, you just have to concede because you're like, well, they have death or null and I lose, even if they don't. Threat of the cards. Yo, what's up, Quill? Mr. Lance. Mate, we're actually getting loads of new movement cards on... We're getting loads of new movement cards on in June. All the Spider-Man cards. Like Ghost Spider, Spider-Man 2099 are all... movement. It's going to be very epic. How is that an issue? It's the whole game. You have a counter to play or not. How is that the whole game? Is every game rock, paper, scissors? We're not playing rock, paper, scissors here. Like, yeah, you can have bad matchups, but like not just like auto wins, auto losses. We're going to snap just because the Zabu is in Isle of Silence. Of course it's an issue. That's just a ridiculous statement, right? Like, don't get me wrong, of course you can have bad matchups, but, like, there's no skill involved there, right? That's the issue. It's just a matchup which you queue into and then it's over before it starts, based on if you have the answer or not. Which is a little bit ridiculous. This is not very healthy. Like, I'm not suggesting that Galactus should suck. I think it's awesome that Galactus is a unique way of playing the game, and I think it should stay the way it is. However... I also think that some of the interactions should be reconsidered because I think that they're too strong and too oppressive and unhealthy. It's more like it's just unenjoyable to play against, right? It's fun to play but unenjoyable to play against. They need to find that balance where it's fun to play but fun to play against, which I think actually... If you can beat Galactus on turn 6 more often, it actually becomes quite a satisfying deck to play against. Whereas right now, if you can't stop Galactus, there is zero counterplay, basically, right? I also don't believe it's OP. I agree. I think it's quite well balanced, but it's just... Yeah, like I said, I think it's just a net negative for the game overall because it's so unenjoyable to play against. Okay, rare case of us actually being able to win, I think, right? Against Galactus. Actually some counterplay. Hello! Oh, wait, what? Am I losing? Surely not. I got baited, guys! I got master baited for 8 cubes. Fucking Galactus, man. It wasn't Galactus, but I thought it was. I got master baited by this guy right now. We'll put that in the video too. Alright, we'll check the stats, because I think, like, I've lost a couple 8 cubers in the last few, right? which is going to severely impact the cube gain. It hasn't updated it, I think, yet. Maybe it has. Look at that, though. It's still 27 net cubes. Not sure if it's including this one. You can't argue with that, guys. That is bloody impressive. Particularly when you consider, like, I've lost a couple big 8-cubers recently. Fake Galactus, yeah. Such a good deck idea. Like, my experience against this deck is already lame because I'm already playing Galactus and I'm already like, ugh. Because there's just nothing I can do because I don't have a card in my deck that can beat it. Which is fine. I should be in a bad spot, but I should still, like, feel that there's some kind of stuff that I could try. But there just isn't, right? If it's Galactus, I do just lose. That's the big issue. Looks like it's not Galactus. Doctor Strange is pretty bad if I'm gonna Heimdall. I quite like the look of... Well, I'd like to cloak Lab. It's honestly just a bit of an awkward turn, isn't it? Go big or go home. Like, this is where Galactus actually is fun, right? If there's some counterplay. I think we got it. If it is, in fact, Galactus. I should have just done the maths, right? Which I didn't. Oh, they moved the card, which is even more points on my dagger. Oh, no! My dagger didn't buff first! I thought my dagger was going to buff first, guys. Flip. Why did my dagger not buff? That's a heartbreaking game, man. But this is what I mean, like, this was actually a fun game, right? This is actually a unique and fun game. When Galactus is like this is actually like a net positive for the game. This was a fun game. I lost, but I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that was kind of fun because I could try and compete in the Galactus lane, right? The issue is death and null, in my opinion. All movement effects happen before card effects? Yeah, they usually do. Order should have moved that. No, it doesn't make a difference if you do the movement, if you do the ordering. I think the on reveal effects check first and then the move. It's weird. I don't know why she didn't buff, I'll be honest. Like, if it was Vulture, I feel like Vulture would have buffed. I'm honestly really surprised. I'm pretty sure Vulture would have buffed there. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, like, the order I actually do stuff in doesn't matter because move happens first. That's really weird, guys. Isn't that an end of, what, like, dagger is an end of turn? Maybe. I'm pretty convinced if this was a Vulture, it would have worked. I think the order does matter. Nah, I don't think so. It never has before, unless they changed something recently. The effects resolve in the order you did them. Yeah, pretty sure that's not true, guys. Bane's agreeing. It certainly never used to be the case. They might, like, maybe they've changed it recently that I'm unaware of, but I kind of doubt it. Movement only happens at the end. Sure, movement doesn't happen at the start? I don't know, man. Because, like, if you move Cloak, right? If you move Cloak into... If you move Vulture into Cloak and then Doctor Strange it buffs and then Doctor Strange pulls it. Whereas with Dagger, it didn't. But Vulture moves. Is that because of the wording, when this card moves? Whereas Dagger says when this card moves to a location. Is that the difference? Hey, Pause, what's up? We just played each other. Were you Galactus? I'm still really confused why my Dagger didn't buff. Weird. I'm so sure. I might be wrong, but I really am pretty... I don't want to say convinced, but almost convinced. I'm sure Vulture works the same. Really? Maybe. That was Galactus. GG, man. That was fun. I thought I had you. I thought my Dagger was going to buff up and then my Doctor Strange was going to pull it, but that's not what happened. Okay, that's actually really awkward for us. We can't move any of these bloody cards, can we? I didn't think that through, did I? Ah, it's kind of fine. Shang-Chi left is the obvious play for them. Dagger was more points moving. I saw A-Cuber. Man, move is so fun. I wish more decks were like this. Did you actually move Dagger before playing Doctor Strange? Yeah. I mean, like, if you're talking like physically, did I move the Dagger and then play Doctor Strange? I don't think that the order you do it makes a difference because like I'm 99% sure that doesn't make a difference. Yeah, the new move cards actually look fucking juiced. I'm so excited. I'm buying them all. Nah. The order you do you've moved stuff has never ever mattered, ever. If you move stuff and then do on reveal, that never made, or it's never made a difference to my knowledge. We're willing to test it. Yeah, I mean we can see what we can do. Maybe I change it because I also said that Dagger should have buffed that. It might just be Dagger like work. I don't know. Bane thinks that it worked as intended, so I'm also a bit unsure. It might be that Dagger buffs at a different time to Vulture, because Vulture says when this card moves, whereas Dagger says when this card moves to a location. So Vulture might just buff when it moves, but then Dagger has to actually like register at the location. Like she actually has to appear on the board before she buffs. That's possible. Oh my god, by the way. The stats on this multiple man, a 9-point multiple man. Feel free to test, but I think all move effects take place after on reveal was done. I am so convinced that if you cloak and then Vulture into it, it buffs first and then you can Doctor Strange to pull it. I've done it so many times. My whole life is a lie if it's not the case. So we get leeched on. The good news is I have a 10-point Heimdall. Unfortunately, I can't split the lanes here at all. So I just have to make a decision. Do we think that they have enough points to get ahead mid? Yeah, I do. I think we have to concede. The leech gets us, so it's a very good leech. We'll ask them to snap, of course. But yeah, as a Thanos player with 6 cards in hand, it's very likely that they can just play Chavez even beats us. You can definitely double buff Vulture in a single turn, yeah. But Dagger also would have double buffed if we pulled her, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Has anyone got a clip of it, please? Because it would actually be pretty interesting to get some explanation from devs on this one. Yeah, the double buff isn't the issue. It's true. It's whether the Vulture would double buff after Doctor Strange has pulled it, or like if the buff. If Doctor Strange... So basically, let's say Vulture's 3 power and I have a 4 power card, but then I move into the Cloak. If I Doctor Strange in a different lane, will it pull the Vulture? My feeling is it would. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We could have actually gone Vulture... like Dagger here and then Doctor Strange it. We could still do that, but then we're risking losing this location. I kind of don't... I don't hate it. Let's just play on cut over it. Probably though, it's really Dagger wording. Since Dagger buff depends on enemies at location, then it only applies at movement end when she registers. That's what I think, yeah. That's my feeling. Because my whole life is a lie on the Vulture otherwise. But also Bane's played a lot of Cloak in his time, so who really bloody knows? So the really nice thing here is Craven's not the best one to have hit. We're obviously just going to skip the turn here so we can play the Infinite. Craven also only buffs after on reveals are done. Yep. It's also true. What do we do? Well, we certainly move. Because Craven points. I could see us doing this. Try it. They also have a 0-cost card to play, let's not forget. Could be an AQ loss this one. I could definitely see us losing. Playing into Dino is very, very scary. Don't love it. Ooh, we're beating it unless... Well, we're winning mid. Oh... That's a close one, man. Chavez left wins. GG. Man, movement is so flipping fun. There's so many juicy games. We've been getting the bad rub of the green though. I'm just gonna run to the loo quickly. Be back in the moment. Think I'm done with move, guys. Kind of wanted to test this shit though, so let's try and test this theory on Dagger, and then we'll play one more and we'll move on. We've been playing movement for 3 hours, mate. I don't usually last playing the same deck for like an hour, so just shows you how much I bloody love movement. I did want to try some other move decks of like Miles and such, but maybe we'll just move on and look to play something different. Jeff Angela Nightcrawler package definitely does interest me though. We've already played some decks with it. And I know that there's like this new Stature deck doing the rounds, which also kind of has a similar vibe, but it's actually not playing Angela, which I found weird. So we could even try that same deck, but without Stature Black Bolt, because most people don't have Stature, and just see how good it is. Kind of interested in that. What do you think the best alternative turn 6 play besides Heimdall? Chavez. We tried Magneto in this deck to start off with. Chavez is just much better. Dagger or Craven, please. Oh, that's actually even better. Because there's so much bamboozle potential. Cloak and Doctor Strange on 5. This is exactly why I don't like Leech and other cards. You want to be playing Strange and Cloak on 5. It's so saucy. Strange needs a buff, in my opinion. Particularly with all the other movement cards coming. I think it's the weakest movement card right now. Nice. This is actually so good. They're going to predict that I'm moving the Vulture mid, so let's not do that. They're going to Shang mid. Surely they Shang mid. Don't call me Shirley. Yeah, Doctor Strange getting a point I think would be very reasonable. 3 energy is very, very nice. Wasn't he 4? Was he 4 energy at one point, guys? Or am I imagining that? Was he 2 energy, but like 2 points or something? It was a 3-2. Right, so you just got a point. Yeah, out of this deck, I would say Heimdall could get a point, and Doctor Strange could get a point. I wouldn't buff too much else. Maybe Dagger, honestly, could also get a point. Yeah, we predicted it. The Shang-Chi goes mid. It was the obvious play. Often with movement, it's correct to make the sub-optimal play to be unpredictable. But also this play is actually just good because it means that I have Vulture mid. So it might not even be suboptimal in this case. I think it's less obvious though. Like you're so tempted to move the card into flipping cloak lane, right? If it was 2-2, I'd love it. Yeah, I would actually. I agree. Buffing him to 2 energy would be awesome. Rather than giving him a point. Let's check the win rate. Cube rate. We tanked a lot at the end. We lost like 3 or 4 8-cubers. We netted 50% win rate. 9 cubes netted. Over 50 games. That's pretty impressive for movement. Come on. It's a shame it wasn't more. We were up much higher before. Not bad though. Not too shabby. We lost so many 8-cubers towards the end, man. Like each 8-cuber we lost us 16 net cubes on this stat, right? So if like even if one of those went our way, it's looking a lot more impressive. I'm gonna do a quick YouTube intro and then we'll play a different deck. Movement has been long my favorite deck in Marvel Snap, and it is criminally underrated. This is without doubt the best movement deck in the game. I've tried a bunch of different versions. I tried Magneto instead of Chavez. I've played Beast to make my Human Torch bigger and better, but this is the deck I always come back to. There's a few key things you want to be doing with this one. Iron Fist on turn 1 is a huge mistake. Do not do it. You want to be playing your Iron Fist a little bit later on. The ultimate combo with this deck is Forge on turn 2, and then Multiple Man into the far right location on its own. That's very important on turn 3, as well as Iron Fist played after Multiple Man. That's right, after Multiple Man. Then you play your Hulkbuster onto your Multiple Man, which is in the right location, all on its own. The Hulkbuster will merge with your 5-point Multiple Man because of the Forge buff to make a 9-point Multiple Man, which then gets moved by the Fist of the Iron Man. And then you have 2 9-point Multiple Mans, which then, of course, you can double again with cards like Doctor Strange, Cloak, and Heimdall. Of course, that does put you in Shang-Chi range, so do be wary of that. But the Multiple Man, Hulkbuster, Iron Fist combo is the stuff of dreams. Kraven goes nuts. Dagger is great, and Chavez gives you that consistency while also just making sure you always have something to play on turn 6, because often with movement, the obvious play is not the correct play. You might want to move your big fat Vulture into your cloak lane, but you probably already have enough points to win that location. So bear that in mind, that you don't always need to move stuff. You don't always need to play Heimdall. If your opponent is expecting the Heimdall, a simple Chavez on turn 6 will do the business. The reason we have no cards like Leech, no 5-drops, or like things like Shang-Chi and Enchantress is because on turn 5, we want to be playing a 2-drop and a 5-drop. Something like Doctor Strange and Cloak, something like Kraven and Vulture to set up for our Heimdall. This deck is amazing. I had a 50% win rate with this deck over 50 games, which I know doesn't sound impressive, but bear in mind there's a lot of locations which really suck with movement. The opportunity to win 8 cubes with this game is tremendous, but you're also going to lose a lot of 8 cube games as well. It's my favorite deck for that reason. So interesting to play, so many nuanced decisions, and I do hope you enjoy it. Oh, that was a nice intro. I'm getting better at that. I've been sucking at intros recently, but that was smooth. Thanks for seeing through it. Alright. This reminds me, I just got Kang. I think Kang might be a good fit. Yeah, Kang actually wouldn't be bad here. I can see it. You said a 2 and a 5 drop for turn. Oh, never mind. I'll tell my editor. Thanks for letting me know, actually. That's, If I actually do make any little worded mistakes in those intros, please do let me know, because then I can just tell my editor to put thing on screen. Alright. You already said 2 and a 5? Cool. What should we play, ladies and gents? This is a lot of fun. I fucking love movement decks. We could look at like some more spicy ones. Oh, I know what I want to do, guys. I know what I want to do. I want to do double Spider-Man. Double Spider-Man. Let's go. So, the video I posted today was playing Miles with Professor X, but what if we just slot the Spidey in there as well? Oh my god. Task control, nice. Okay, so we want Miles. The best movement deck is here. You're welcome. Where's old Miles? Where are you, son? There. Mate, I was looking at the amount of sexy Miles variants there are. I'm gonna have to show you guys. Some of the coolest variants I've ever seen. Might not show up, right? Because it's also got Spider-Man in there. Okay, cool, it does. Alright, look at some of these variants, ladies and gents. Like, this one's cool, but then, like, what the hell is this? This one's cool, but, like, some of them are just insanely flipping good. There's so many as well. Hey, Dan, what's up? How about Moon God's copy Mars? We could try it. This one's pretty cool. I don't love it. It's like Vulture one, is it? Is he turned into the Vulture somehow? I don't know the lore. This one's cool, but again, there's some cooler ones. But now, like, the Penny Arcade one, very awesome. But now, look at this. Oh my god. Look, Ghost Spider in his little backpack. Holy shit, Batman. Are you ready? Oh my god, the baby Spider-Man. Holy moly. It's so good. Nullified Miles. Why not? This one. I don't like this one as much. I mean, it's still bloody cool. And the Boombox one. Oh my god. They're so good. But yeah, my favorite is the baby. And this one. The baby and the chibi or whatever. I don't even know what chibi is still. Does anybody? Alright, so we want Angela. My name Jeff. Nightcrawler. Now, usually you need another card for your Miles, right? Like a Polaris or something like that. I wonder if we could get away with it. The idea of like Nightcrawler and Jeff is Angela's just popping off. We want Daredevil. Do we want Chavez to increase the odds of us drawing like all these cards on curve? Probably not, but she could come into it. What else does this deck want? Like I said, maybe a Polaris. I really don't like Polaris that much, man. I think she's so average in this deck. Storm could be okay. We could play Storm. Storm doesn't sound too bad. With Nightcrawler and Angela, it's kind of interesting. Let's go Storm. Storm, Daredevil, Professor X, Spidey is like my kind of deck. We could probably just play like Doom or something. It's just like a top end card, right? We could play Jug with Storm. Jug is also kind of good with Professor X, in fairness. Yeah, Jug actually just looks good here. I don't own Stegron. Deck is looking spicy. We probably... yeah, Jug also does help the Miles. That's true. That's a good point. Now, could we justify Craven? Probably not, unfortunately. We could play Doom. It's not the next card that goes in the deck, though. We want, like, some lower cost cards to play into the Angela lane still, right? Like, we want some cheap shit. So what cheap shit is good? Iceman's pretty good. Iron Fist is kind of nice with Storm. Iron Fist could just be good, right? Iron Fist helps the Miles. I like Iron Fist. You know what? I don't like Polaris. I feel like we're underestimating how good Iron Fist is in general, right? It's good with Angela also. It's good with Storm. I think Iron Fist is a very undervalued card. Iron Fist is in the deck. Iron Fist is so much better than Polaris. I think. Alright, 2 slots left. I think this deck wants Chavez. We want so many of these cards on curve, right? We want Storm on curve. We want Daredevil on curve. And then what we could do is play like another card to help win the Angela lane. Or we could just play like a value card like Iceman. Or like a Mr. Fantastic. I would take Fantastic over Maximus. If Iron Fist, then Vulture too. That's a good question. I feel like Iron Fist and like Vulture might be too paired with Iron Fist for it to be worth it. It could be okay though. It's 8 for 3, which isn't that impressive considering you need to have very exact synergy. However, we do play Chavez already. This deck looks like my kind of deck, bruv. Let me check the list that I posted on YouTube today and see if there's anything in that deck that we're missing. Oh, actually, I have the deck here. Enchantress. Green Goblin, I don't think we want. I don't think we want Titania. We could play Iceman. Is no Kitty good? Yeah, but Kitty's weird because you have to play it on turn 6. Because it always comes back to your hand automatically. Mr. Fantastic seems okay. I don't love it. Yeah, I'll be posting a video about the new move deck probably in a couple days. It's actually not new. I've had that exact list for so long. So I need to think how I market it. We could play Doom. I don't think we want another 6-drop. I think like our 6-drop is Chavez and we're fine with that. I think we want like maybe another way of winning the Storm lane reliably. I don't like Jessica Jones in this one because of Professor X, but we could play like a random Crossbones. I know Bane likes Crossbones. And I can actually see Crossbones being quite good with Pro X also. It's good with Storm. Could be Crossbones. Also, we could try and play Sentry and Viper, but there's no other backup target for Viper. I don't like Polaris. I'm not a believer, Raven. We could play it though and bin off the Iron Fist. I don't know why I'm not a big Polaris fan. I feel like she's overrated. And in this deck, like on 5, we're always going to play Spidey and Pro X. So, oh, actually Titania is so good, right? Because we can like Titania and Spidey. Magneto. Magneto is a really interesting shout. Ooh, I like it. Could bin off Chavez and play Magneto. I don't play Magneto as much as I should, but that's because I'm such a Chavez lover. I do feel like Chavez is very nice in this deck for like just drawing the curve. Like we want Angela early. Yeah, Magneto definitely seems pretty interesting. I feel like I'm kind of sold on the Chavez though. I feel like I prefer Chavez to Magneto. Like if I was putting Magneto in, I'd cut the Chavez. And this is me we're talking about. I really do like the idea of Magneto though. But I want something like low cost. Shang I don't think we want. I want something to play in the Storm lane or like maybe Mr. Fantastic. I don't like Jessica Jones because of Professor X. That's why I'm saying Crossbones. I don't think it's... We have enough 3-drops already, right? Let's actually try the Crossbones, man. Like, as you can see, I have very few boosters. So basically, this is Jessica Jones that is better with Professor X. seems okay. Claw's an interesting shout also. Ooh, Claw's a really interesting idea. Do you know what? I like it. I think I like the Claw shout. Claw sounds so nice in this deck. Don't it? We're doing like some Iron Fist into Storm shenanigans, but then we've also got Claw shenanigans. We could play Vulture because of Iron Fist. I'm not sure how good it is though. 8 for 3. It's a bit too inconsistent, I think. I don't think we want our Iron Fist to be tied to something like that. Like Iron Fist we're playing for Angela value potentially, but also just like, I don't know, you can do some cool stuff with Spider-Man. Iron Fist. It helps our Miles. I'm just saying I prefer Iron Fist to Polaris. Yeah, Magneto sounds good, but we have a lot of top end already. Let's try this. There's a lot of cool ideas. Thanks guys for the ideas. I appreciate it. Sorry that I ignored basically everyone. But I do rate the ideas a lot. So we have Daredevil, Jeff, and Angela as our 2 drops. We should find one, particularly with Chavez in the deck. Hello, Chavez! Where do we want to play our Angela? Probably into Necrosha and then storm it. Is that even true? I probably do want to storm Necrosha. Is that even true? Like, I'm probably going to Spider-Man mid. I guess we can go Angela here. It's kind of fine. Scene? Thanks. Oh, let's actually try our new Spider-Man variant as well. Spoilt for choice, mate, but this is the new one in town. Feels bad that I'm unpairing my Chavez and Spider-Man combo. I'm looking now to get every single card with that exact kind of split, like gold background and grey border, grey, like white thingamajiggers. Dommy Mummy? Oh, hello. After 2 years, however long it takes. I don't think that's very good for us. I would probably storm this if I had Storm. I do feel like Iron Fist Storm has got to be underestimated though in general. I'm very interested in this package of cards actually. Like Miles, Iron Fist, Angela, Jeff just seem like pretty nutty together. But this costs nothing, so I can play it later. Oh lord. Well, with Elysium, they should still hopefully be forced to play quite a lot. Spidey or Pro X off the top. This is the classic snap bluff, mate. It's the Ben Brode snap, guys. They don't... Okay. I'm not going to snap them. Flip. If they weren't playing such a good card, I would. Yeah, we'll have to see it on Crossbones. I don't actually know if it's good or not. Might be bad. I already kind of don't like it. We just got super unlucky with the rock draws, right? How do we even draw 2 rocks? I played rock side, we drew both. Wow. Do you ever play submitted viewer decks? Not really. I'm a bit of a freak when it comes to decks. I mean, if they're good, I do, but usually I'm not too impressed with viewer decks, I'll be honest. You guys kind of... Says the man with crossbones. Let's take the crossbones out, maybe. I mean, it's fine, right? It's okay. I think it's fine. Maybe the problem is we're like forced to play the crossbones into the Angela lane a lot of the time, which is going to feel a little bit off. No Zabu? No. Doesn't seem worth it to me. I know we have a lot of forecasts, but... So... Yeah, we'll play turn 1 card. We can try and wait for Angela. I'm definitely liking the Chavez in this one, I think. It's possible we also don't need the Iron Fist. Like Jeff, Nightcrawler, and Jug. Jug might just be enough for the miles to work. Maybe shouldn't have moved the Nightcrawler just yet because I can probably crossbones the right. This is the problem with crossbones, right? It's a little bit too sketchy. This is like an example of where, okay, maybe not Viola Silence, but Mr. Fantastic could be nice because then I can go like Miles and Mr. Fantastic. But to be fair, we don't really want to play Miles until later anyway, right? You can combo it with Spidey, which is quite nice. I guess we just play crossbones to secure the bag. You could argue it's a bit overkill though, and we could go for like Daredevil. Daredevil is looking pretty secure also, right? They really compete for this lane? That's so weird, man. How do they think that's winning? That's bizarre. Really, really bizarre. Fair enough, though. Like, they should have just surely not committed, because imagine I put 6 more stats in here. I guess, like, Doom is tying. I can move Jeff still. You put Rescue instead of Crossbones? Yeah, but then Rescue's bad with Storm, right? Same issue. Killmonger? Yeah, Killmonger. True, true, true. That's a good point. Deck's feeling like it has potential, but not... The Iron Fist and the Crossbones I'm not convinced by so far. But like, imagine if I'd stormed the left, the Iron Fist would be feeling bloody amazing right now, wouldn't it? So I can move Jeff into I have 6, they have 5. That's not bad. Then I can't Jeff the right. I could also go Iron Fist, Spidey. So then I don't have to move Jeff yet. But the Miles cost reduction, does it matter with Wave? I don't know how it works. Doom incoming? Yeah, it would seem so. I think we're losing, right? Oh, it does still work, but I just have nothing good to play. Oh, wait. That's hot. I'm playing how many stats? 13, so I'm at 17. Do we do it? Let's try it. They might not go Doom now, though, right? We'll just play like a Chavez of their own. They're at 18. I found Doom, Green Goblin really good in Professor X. Yeah, I can see it. Wouldn't Drax be better in most situations? Yeah. I can actually see Drax being good. We do play Daredevil as well, so there's a little bit of synergy there. Nice. We get the job done. Alright. Not convincing, but we can see the potential of it. We're going to keep the Iron Fist as well. I quite like the Iron Fist idea instead of Polaris. Crossbones out. Too awkward, isn't it? I don't like the card. Never have, never will. What can we play instead? I'd love to play Sentry, mate. Sentry is so yacked. Sentry Professor X is kind of good, but can we fit Viper in here? That's the question. It's got to be a Sentry deck, guys. We have to play Viper. Surely. Don't call me Shirley. Can we fit Viper in? Not really. Sentry's so good, guys. It's insane. Like, we want to play Sentry in this deck. Sentry actually takes this deck to the next fucking level, bruv. I think we can get rid of the Iron Fist. We have Jug. Viper. Viper. We can Professor X the right to stop the Sentry popping. We can fill the right with, like, Nightcrawler and Jeff. We can Pro X it, like I mentioned, and we can Viper it. I don't like Rescues. Rescue's bad with Storm. That's why I'm not... like, I don't want Rescue or JJ because they're both bad with Storm or Professor X. Easy snap. We're flipping Spidey, Pro X. It's GG. It's over. We can't lose. Let's go Jug, Spidey, Pro X. Adios, amigo. Or we play Shocker. Still Jug.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Good game. My opponent have a very fun time this one, no? I'm having some internet issues, guys. This seems like a serious deck to me. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but to me, this might actually be the most serious deck of all. Like, Sentry is so yacked. Very underrated card. It is actually giga good. 10 stats for 4, guys. And it turns your 3 for 2 into a flipping 13 for 2. Think about it. It's just ridiculous. It's unbelievably, unequivocally, undeniably powerful. I actually am really liking the look of this deck. Nebula would also fit in really well here. Bit of a dilemma with the Viper. I guess we're not playing it, which is a bit of a poopy situation.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Yeah, Nebula will be amazing in this deck, no doubt. We could maybe get rid of the Sentry Viper, put Nebula in and something else. Maybe not. I don't know. Nebula's just so good with Storm. You just might not need the Sentry anymore, because Nebula gives you a really good way of winning Storm lane. Having said that, if you're putting Nebula in, you also need to be scared of Killmongers. There's going to be so many Killmongers and so many armors at the moment. On Tuesday, rather, when the patch comes out. Alright, so 4 Q, but they get the Raft. But hopefully we're winning the raft. They top deck the hammer, lucky son of a gun. It's a lot of stats they have, no doubt. Oh, wait, Beast Thor. Holy shit. Whoa, this deck looks sick. I want to play this deck. I want to play this deck, guys. This deck looks fucking awesome. I've tried a deck like this before, but I didn't get it to work too well. I know Harry also played a deck like this at some point. It had Bast and flipping Luke Cage. But like Beast, Yellow Jacket, Wasp, Hit Monkey, I wanted to try. And then also the Thor Hammer. I mean, they're really high roll to draw the hammer. It's not looking great for us, is it? But you never know. We probably, this game, want to just take the Viper here instead of taking the Professor X or Spidey, because they'll cock block the Viper play. We could go for the Jug Viper play, though, where it's a 50-50 to win. Because we jug their cards away and then Viper, and we either hit one or the other. We might still be okay. Also, let's not forget we have Jeff doing his ting. Well, the very clear play is this. Right? Is that right? Maybe it's not right. We could just do this. I feel like we have to Viper it now, right? This seems like the line. We're hoping to put the Thor to the right, probably, because that's where they... Maybe not. Maybe we want Thor to go left. I don't know. So they have 6 points more here. I don't think they can get 13 mid, right? So they're at 12. I'm at 13. Oh, sorry, I'm at 7. I'm at 8. What did I say they're at? 12? Possibly more. So we could say they're at 12. They're possibly at 16. They're at a max of 16. So let's just beat 16. Which Miles doesn't do, right? It's 13. Oh, the Hit Monkey is going to get us mid, innit? The Hit Monkey's going to get us mid. What a flipping awesome deck from our opponent. What a good game. They high rolled so... Oh, the Hit Monkey goes left! Oh, this is off the raft. How do they have 2 hammers? How? What the... Huh? Huh? They drew them again. This guy high rolled so hard. What a game. GG. Let's throw that deck together before I forget about it. We're going to continue playing with this one. I think our deck, like, we were kind of close, and they hit the absolute nuts. They top-decked the flipping thingamajiggamabobber, the hammer, after Thoring on 3, so they could beast it. And then they played Thor again and top-decked it again. That's just unbelievable. I wonder if it was Harry's list with Bast. Beast. Anything else, guys, you think they played? Maybe Luke Cage. Mysterio, yep. She-Hulk, they got off the raft. Looks like it is very much called for, like, the deck Harry played a while ago, right? I really wanted to try this deck, but I was like, oh, I can't play Jane Foster and Bast. But then Harry's a genius and put Luke Cage in. Probably someone from chat. I don't think Harry's that smart, if we're honest. Yeah, Bishop, definitely. Last card. I don't think Sarah would be in the deck. Ah, maybe it would. Nah, Sarah with like the yellow jacket doesn't make that much sense, right? I would say Chavez makes a lot of sense here, to be honest. But they top decked the thingy. It's got to be Chavez, right? It's no brainer. Alright guys, I'm actually going to call the stream now. I had a lot of fun today, but there's the Women's Invitational going on. And I'm going to go send you on over there. I think it's a really awesome stream to support. I'll be back again tomorrow. At about 5 p.m. 5:20, we'll say 5:30. 5:30 p.m. tomorrow, UK time. We'll be back, and it'll be a longer one. I'm going to do a speed run. Actually, yeah, maybe I'll start a tiny bit earlier then, because I'm going to do a speed run. Waiting for, you know, I'm for 5:20. That's like kind of the time I'm going to start streams. So yeah. So if you guys aren't familiar with the event I'm about to host, it's the Women's Invitational. A bunch of the female streamers in our community are playing and casting, and they can only use cards which are females. So big up to all the women in the community. Big up to everyone, and hope you enjoy the stream. It should be a lot of fun. Felicity and Nina are casting, I think. I appreciate you hanging out. It was a really fun stream today, guys, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for a speed